Hello guys, so today as promised, I'm going to be creating a stretch video for you to follow on a daily basis. So today I have my sister Tori with me.
Hi.
And she's going to be the demonstrator for this video and she's going to be completing all the stretches. So the first thing we're going to do is warm up our bodies a little bit and get our blood flowing. So we're going to be doing some jumping jacks. Usually you do 100 of these, but today we're only going to do 10 just to show you how to do it. So go ahead. Yep, so she goes into her jumping jack sequence. You want to make sure that when you're doing the jumping jacks, you're cracking all the way to the top. Yes, it's a different way to do jumping jacks. It actually strengthens your arms and that you're pointing all the way through your toes. Yes, next thing is pike squats. So you go all the way over and you bend down and you come all the way up. You bend down and you come all the way up. As you can see, Tori's making sure that when she's doing her pike squat, that the top of her chest is on her knees. Yes, you want to make sure this is very important to get the full stretch. Yeah, so she's going to do a couple more just so you can see how to do it properly. And also she's going very slow, making sure that she's stretching every muscle throughout her whole body. So after you do that, you do about 10 of them. You're going to go on the floor into butterfly position. So you're in your butterfly position. First thing you do is you're going to stretch your right leg first. Stretch it all the way down. Hold it for about 30 seconds. Then she does the left side. Then she does both all together. Stretch it all the way down. Tori uses her elbows. Some people use both of their hands and they press all the way down. So if you have a mom, dad, brother, or sister, they can assist you in this. They can take both of their hands and push down and press you forward. Yes? So this gives you a really, really deep stretch in those hip flexors. Hold this for about 30 seconds to a minute, and then you come out of it. Yes? So now you lengthen your butterfly position just a little bit. And this is just a deeper, another stretch to stretch different muscles, deeper muscles in your hip flexors. So Tori's just going to stretch all the way forward, just to stretch out those deeper hip flexor muscles. So you stay there for about 30 seconds to a minute. So Tori, go ahead and come up. Now she's going to lengthen her legs all the way, and she's just going to stretch forward. She's just going to stay there and stretch out her back and the back of her legs. Making sure also that you're pointing all the way to the top of your feet so you get a deeper stretch throughout your whole body. Yeah? Next thing, she's going to go into her straddle. So now we're going to do something called active stretching. So this is really good to make sure that you're moving your body continuously, but you're also stretching as well. So Tori, go ahead and show the sequence. So she goes to the middle, the left side, middle, then the right. That counts as one, yes? So you're going to do this about 10 times, yeah? So you do this first to kind of stretch out your hip flexors and to continuously move your body throughout the whole thing. After you do that, you just stretch forward. Open up your hip flexors and making sure that they're turned out. Rotate it outwards, not inwards, yes? After you do this, she's going to swim through her froggy position. And she's going to hold it there. You want to make sure that your leg is at a 90-degree angle. Both legs, 90-degree angles. And you hold it there. Making sure that you're relaxing in those hip flexors, that you're not tensing up. Okay? Also, another thing is, you want to make sure that you're not going backwards, that you're sitting right on top of your hip flexors. So after you're done with this, you're going to lengthen one leg out. And you're going to flex this leg. This is a really, really good stretch to open up your hip flexors as well and get you ready for your straddle. So she's going to hold this position and just stay there and let her body relax into it and release those hip flexors. Then she comes back over and she does the other side. She stays there as well, relaxing those hip flexors. This is a nice stretch just to kind of relax into, not too strenuous. So after that, she brings her leg over. One of two things, you can either go into your straddle and just stretch it out into your overstraddle. Just stretch it out and you stay there for a second. Always want to make sure that those shoulders are square and that your body is completely even. Yes, obviously the goal is to be able to go all the way down. After you come out, she brings her legs around. She goes into her right split just to warm them up. If you don't feel warm in your split, what you can do is go into your lunge. So she goes into her lunge and her knee is down. You can either do this two ways. Your knee can be down or you can bring your leg up. Two different types of stretches, yes? So Tori did both ways. You always want to make sure that your knee is right over your toes. After you do that, you're going to lengthen this leg, straighten this leg forward, and just stretch over. So you just hold it there, making sure that your leg is even, that it's right in front of you. After you do that, you go ahead and stretch forward, and you're going to take your opposite arm to your leg. Yep. And you bring your body upwards, and your left arm comes out. This is a really, really good stretch to really increase your hip flexibility and to stretch those hip flexors out. It's very important before you do deep stretches, which I will show you after this, that your hip flexors are warm because you can tear a muscle. So Tori, go ahead and go into your split. So after you do that, you go into your split. So something that Tori did that was really good, she made sure that both of her shoulders are square. Yeah? And that her leg is right in front of her body. So now she is ready for deep stretches. So go ahead and shake it out. Release your body, relax. Now you're going to do deep stretching. So go ahead and stand up, Tori. So as you can see here, we have 2 stretch bars. I know some of you guys might not have that at home, which is okay. You can either use a chair, you can use a couch, or you can use 2 books, yes, on either side. So we're going to pretend like these are 2 chairs because that's the closest thing. So she's going to take one leg and put it on one bar, and the other leg on the back bar. She's going to have both hands on either side, and she's just going to relax her body and let it go down. And that's all you do. Relax your body until your flexibility increases every day. You also want to make sure before you go over that you sit up first. This is a different type of stretch. So make sure that your body is right on top of those hips and you hold it there. Another thing you can do is you can take one arm on the bar and the other arm on the bar and stretch this way. This is just a different way to stretch and give you a deeper stretch in your hip flexors. Hold it there for about 30 seconds to a minute. All right, so you can go ahead and come down. Another way that you can stretch your hips out, you can use something called a band. So Tori's going to go ahead and sit down. So how you use this, you can get this on Amazon, or if you guys have one already. These are really good and really valuable for dancers. So you wrap it around your back. You put one band on one foot and the other band on the other foot. And then you go ahead and lengthen your legs. Just like that. So you can hold this stretch like this for a little bit, just to kind of feel how your hips are doing, if you're really tight, depending on how your body is feeling at the time. Next, what you can do is go ahead and just stretch all the way forward. And then, after you do that, you can go ahead and go into your over straddle. This stretch is really, really great with the band because it really increases your flexibility quickly. Yeah? Hold this for about a minute or 2, or until you can't take it anymore, and then you come down.